Um, I'm going to read from Shield Monkeys today. This story was actually partially inspired by our travels last year. I went on this long ziplining adventure, and this story is about ziplining, at least partially. I'll be starting a little bit in the story, so you can, but the main character, Bard, has just had a bit of an episode of vertigo. Okay.
You can
This
feel
is
free
Shield
to tell them what page it's on in case they want to follow along.
Yeah, I'm starting on page 205 in Ground.
Thank you.
Okay. Bard, I can hear you hyperventilating. Trin speaks in calming tones, drawing out the vowels. Big, long breaths. Concentrate on the feelings in your hands and feet. My date's voice is solid and calm. Easy for her, she's already on the other side. I close my eyes and take her advice, feeling for the solid ground under my boots and the hard surfaces under my gloves. I wait for the world to stop spinning, wondering what I've gotten myself into. The zip line is at the mouth of an open-ended maintenance corridor at the top of Central Tower. It is, according to Trin, the highest accessible point inside this city's habitat shield, the vast honeycombed blister bubble that protects Sandcar cities from intense summers. The tower's full name is Sandcar City Central Shield Support Tower, which tells you everything you'd ever want to know about its location and function. The other 8 shield support towers encircling Central have similarly creative names. Sandcar folk have no sense of subtlety. I open my eyes again, this time looking upward, away from the massive drop below. Being here makes me feel like a flea inside a giant transparent umbrella. Just above my head, past the steel cable I'm attached to, the metallic ceiling of the corridor ends and the habitat shield begins with a single glass-like hexagon, revealing a pale green sky. It is one of millions of such hexagons, exactly the same in shape and structure, tiling off in every direction into the distance, each one framed by red-tinged native steel, together creating a curved surface arcing gently down and away before touching down on red soil some tens of kilometers away at the outskirts of the city. This shield is a luxury for Sandcar citizens. Back in Stormside, we have to stay underground during the summer, where Sandcar folk would say we belong. Far below, a distant chime of morning bells marks 8 a.m. Trin's voice pipes into my earpiece. She speaks softly. Bard, I can't come back up there. If we're going to make it to Tower 6 and not get caught in the process, you need to come down here. This is not a place I'd normally choose to be. Not this high up and not in this city. But my date is the adventurous type and I have, or perhaps now had, a carefully constructed image to maintain. When she suggested a mystery date, I had images of a new chow joint or a secret underground bar, maybe a slick band. I just said yes without thinking, probably because she's the only girl I've really had a thing for since I arrived on this forsaken planet. I should have said something when she handed me the harness and chute pack. Trin calls me again. Bard? Yes, I say, I hear you. I scan down the zip line, willing myself to believe that I can do this. The cable gently slants down to the other platform before curving up and into a steely black column that attaches to the underside of the shield, bristling with zip lines and support cables. There is Trin, standing beside the cable I'm supposed to be flying down right now. She's wearing a form-fitting exosuit, temperature-controlled and pressurized, helmet clipped into the collar, chute pack over her shoulders and fastened to her zipline harness. Same thing I'm wearing, but she looks good doing it. How illegal is this again? I ask. It's only illegal if you get caught, Trin says, then laughs. The earpiece layers the sound with a slight digital shimmer. I decide that her laugh is my new favorite sound. Something inside me melts. I shake my head. I've been single way too long. Listen, you need to chill, Trin says. I've done this many times, and I like you too much to put you in danger. The butterflies in my stomach go wild. She continues, just keep one hand on your brake. The roller is clipped around the wire, so you can't fall. What's to worry about? The wire could snap, I say, attempting to sound calm and reasonable. It won't. These wires are actually for the maintenance teams. They're secure. And yet we are wearing parachute packs. She clicks her tongue, an abundance of caution. A moment passes in silence. I can tell her patience is running thin. Hey, Trin says, I'm just going to count you in. Don't think, just go. On my 1. I just nod. As good a plan as any. My heart thumps in my ears. I wonder if she can hear it through the earpiece. 3. I tug on the rope. I tell myself to focus on the process, not the heights. I check the connections like I'm doing the Holy Cross. Roller knot, harness knot, waist cinch, thigh cinches. All points secure. 2. I slowly release the brake buttons and the roller inches forward, pulling my torso over the precipice. My feet feel like they're glued to the edge. The drop below me is insane, and I squeeze the brake and close my eyes. My gut twists, and I think I'm going to shit myself. 1. It's like someone else does it for me. They let go of the buttons on the brake, and the roller pulls my toes off the ledge. It's suddenly too late to do anything about it as I swing down, dropping off the edge and under the wire, hanging completely from the roller. I keep my eyes shut. The wire bows under my weight, and the harness bites around my crotch. I start to roll down the wire. I am not falling. I am hanging from the zip line. Everything seems to be working. Gravity drawing me downward, the roller's wheels zipping against the cable, sound growing in frequency. I lift my knees and lean back, partly because I know that's how I should do it, and partly because I want to open my eyes, but I don't want to see the gaping void below me. I open my eyes. Air rushes past, roaring around my helmet, tugging on my pack and chute. Above, the trusses of the shield whip by in blurring streaks of steel and glass. The speed picks up and the adrenaline courses through me. Something in my brain clicks, a switch turns on, and I grin like an idiot. I'm flying. I'll stop there.